Alright zombie fans, bunker down. This is the 7 levels of zombies, where we rank every cinematic outbreak from shambling trash tier moans to legendary apocalypse level goats. From cricket bats in the suburbs to mind-bending magic ruining reality, you'll find out if you're more level 1 survivor or destined as background zombie number 156. Welcome to Ground Zero of Zombie Embarrassment. Level 1, the Why Are You Running tier of the undead. Here, the zombies are less apocalypse and more minor inconvenience. Think of them as the slow, bumbling customers at the DMV. These are your garden variety budget brand biters. Slow, uncoordinated, and so harmless you could probably defeat the horde with a stiff breeze or a Spotify playlist of 80s hits. Let's break it down. Night of the Living Dead, 1968, gave us the template. A handful of shambling, groaning ghouls menacing a farmhouse. Terrifying? Sure, if you've never seen stairs before. These zombies move with all the urgency of a hungover raccoon. Next up is Shaun of the Dead, where the horde is so chill you can actually blend in by acting even more lifeless than usual. This is the level where zombie outbreak means you might miss your train, not your entire civilization.
Do something! Wait there. 2 seconds.
And speaking of low stakes, look at Little Monsters. Zombies versus a kindergarten class. Spoiler, the kids win, and the biggest threat is nap time. Or We Are Zombies, where the apocalypse is more like neighborhood pest control than humanity's last stand. The real giveaway. When survivors can pause the carnage for full banter, love triangles, or a pint at the pub, you're planted firmly in level 1. The police still pick up the phone at this stage, governments haven't panicked, Twitter memes haven't peaked, and if you trip, you have a solid 20 minutes to get back up. These zombies are walking reminders that sometimes your worst enemy is boredom. So grab your cricket bat, you'll make it to level 2 with plenty of time for tea. Level 2, Block Party Collapse. Regional mayhem, but survivable. Alright, moving up to level 2, where the zombies finally start RSVPing to the neighborhood block party, but instead of bringing potato salad, they crash through the fence and eat the host. This is regional mayhem. The threat is real, but not quite world-ending. Think your town's ruined, but Canada's probably fine. Zombies here have leveled up. Faster, more aggressive, but society mostly kinda works. Some local communities survive, occasionally by duct taping hockey sticks, snark, and luck. Zombieland is the poster child for this level. Post-apocalyptic, sure, but the survivors are still road tripping for Twinkies and flirting with sarcasm.
You saved me.
Our heroes travel ruined highways and outwit zombies more out of necessity than desperation.
You dead, zombie!
The chaos is contained enough for rules like double tap to exist. Honestly, if every apocalypse came with Bill Murray cameos, people would prep less and party more. The Walking Dead's early seasons fit here too. Rick and company stumble upon survivors holed up in farms, prisons, and little southern towns. No one's thriving, but pockets endure. Drama comes from rival groups and bad decisions, not just relentless undead mobs. The zombies are a fixture, dangerous but manageable if you're clever or just have plot armor. For those craving swordplay with a side of high society, there's Pride and Prejudice and zombies, tea parties with machetes, and Jane Austen's estate defended with period drama savagery. The wild thing? Level 2 outbreaks mean you still have enough society for banter, betrayals, and grocery lists. The world's tipping over, but your Wi-Fi might work, and the pizza guy is probably just late. Not undead. In short, it's bad, just not pack your bags for Mars bad. Survive this level and you've got apocalypse bragging rights. Level 3, Outbreak Olympics, Mutation, Speed, and Regional Collapses. Welcome to Level 3, where zombies finally hit the gym and start running like Olympic sprinters with a grudge. Useless cardio advice from Level 1? Toss it. Here, the outbreak isn't just spreading, it's mutating. You're up against zombies that move faster, swarm harder, and sometimes even think. Just a little, don't panic yet. Now the apocalypse is a race, and guess what? You're losing. Let's start with 28 Days Later, the movie that broke the slow shuffle tradition and let rage zombies loose. Forget barricades, these infected sprint, leap, and hunt in packs. If you hesitate, you're dinner before the credits roll. The world collapses in days, panic is global, and humans are outmatched unless they have insane luck or faster legs. Train to Busan takes the concept up a notch. Claustrophobic train cars, passengers with nowhere to go, and a zombie swarm choreography that would put K-pop idols to shame.
디스커스팅한 냄새가 나요.
The undead here are relentless, climbing, piling, and adapting in real time. Add emotional gut punches, and you'll realize surviving the train is almost as hard as surviving the zombies. Looking for pure nightmare fuel? The sadness is here to ruin your week. Instead of mindless shambling, these zombies gleefully invent new ways to torment the survivors. If torture porn apocalypse is your vibe, consider this your new benchmark. And the TV world, Black Summer and Z Nation throw survival into hyperdrive. Mutation, unpredictability, and chaotic collapse rule the day. Bottom line, level 3 is where complacency dies. If you're thinking of jogging your way to the next safe zone, get ready for a rude awakening. Speed kills, mutations terrify, and the apocalypse turns savage and kinetic. Zombies aren't just a threat, they're trending, viral, and hungry for headlines. Welcome to the Outbreak Olympics. Level 4, Nation Down, Apocalypse by Design, or Magic. Now we hit level 4, where the oops is massive. Zombies aren't stumbling through a neighborhood, they're shredding the entire nation. Welcome to the apocalypse you'd blame on politicians, shady labs, or that one forbidden spellbook someone just had to open. At this point, survival isn't just about outrunning the undead, it's about dodging government overreach, failed quarantines, and, occasionally, rival warlords who think they're the main character. Take World War Z. Outbreaks erupt everywhere and world leaders faceplant in real time as the virus sprints through borders. The zombies, faster, smarter, and overwhelming. Humanity's best solution involves helicopters, walls, and a tiny hope-flavored vial of science. The scale is so huge you'll need a montage just to show the cities falling. The Last of Us is the gold standard for fungal doom. Cordyceps leap species, governments wall off quarantine zones that eventually become their own flavor of nightmare, and human decency is about as rare as a working radio. Clickers and bloaters upgrade the fear factor from gross to I'd rather take my chances outside.
Oh, hell no!
Feeling regal? Kingdom drops us into medieval Korea where a bad political play unleashes seasonal zombies. If winter isn't terrifying enough, now the dead are back for more plot twists than a soap opera marathon. Then there's Overlord, where Nazi science plays Frankenstein, spawning abominations that should never have existed. Level 4 is where the crisis leaves manageable behind. The news runs 24/7, the government sprints from denial to outright scorched earth, and the rules crumble right alongside civilization. At this point, if someone says maybe it's just a phase, they're lying, or already bitten. There's no going back and no easy way out. Welcome to the big leagues of undead annihilation. Level 5, world over, near extinction, global collapse. Welcome to Level 5, where life as you know it has packed up, left the planet, and only the desperate, stubborn, or lucky are still kicking. Civilization itself has gone belly up, governments, cities, Instagram influencers, all gone. Nature starts reclaiming the strip malls. It's an extinction event with a punchline, and all that's left is the last gasp of humanity scraping by in the ruins. Let's kick off with I Am Legend, where Will Smith talks to mannequins for months because actual humans are outnumbered by mutant infected resembling vampires. The world isn't big anymore, it's empty, echoing. And every survivor feels like the final level boss of loneliness. His only friend? A dog, because dogs are immune to bad apocalypses. Next up, the girl with all the gifts. Here, kids inherit the earth. Well, not so much inherit as claw back from infected fungal adults. It's optimistic but ruthless. The old world's done, only the evolved get a shot. All of Us Are Dead brings Korean teens to ground zero, tasked with surviving a citywide quarantine. At this stage, authorities either abandon hope or actively turn on survivors. School drama turns to last person standing, and the best you get is a text message farewell. For heist fans, Army of the Dead is a gamble with Vegas locked behind zombie walls, its neon lights flickering over kingdom-sized chaos. It's part monster movie, part dark comedy, all what happens after society dies. Level 5 isn't about civilization fighting back, it's about scavengers, broken families, and a world that's moved on without people. The undead aren't the only monsters left. Loneliness, madness, and the sense you'll never see another sunrise might be deadlier. If you're here, congrats, you officially win Most Depressing Backpack Inventory. Level 6, Cosmic Joke, Unstoppable, and Supernatural. If Level 5 is where humanity collapses, Level 6 laughs at the very idea of surviving. Reality checks its watch, shrugs, and says, physics, rules, good luck with that. Here the apocalypse isn't just big, it's fundamentally broken. Science stops making sense. The dead refuse to stay dead. You thought you lost control at Level 5? Here you can't even trust gravity. Let's start with Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. What's scarier than zombies? Zombies powered by full-on demonic possession and the Necronomicon, that's what.
How will you fight that? More words?
Here, the rules are constantly changing. Skeleton armies, talking severed heads, geysers of blood, and time travel. Your best bet is not survival, but a punchline. Ambling off that cliff, we get Marvel's What If, where the world's strongest superheroes become the stuff of nightmares.
Earth's mightiest heroes join the infected.
Scarlet Witch with the appetite of a black hole, and Spider-Man trying his hardest to rally humans who have no chance. Here, hopeless is putting it mildly. Why is this cosmic? Because even nukes, sacred relics, or your best laid plans barely register. In Level 6, the undead come supercharged, and the very foundations of the universe are undermined. They're immortal, overpowered, and immune to your genre-savvy tricks. What binds Level 6 together is the sense of cosmic joke. Whether it's magic, multiverse logic, or evil incantations, you're up against a world where Deus Ex Machina lives as the final boss. If you see this tier coming, make your peace. Level 7, Pantheon of Undead, Goats, and Genre-Defining Legends. You've made it. Level 7 is where movies and TV shows don't just depict zombies, they define them. These are the goats, the icons, the stories that baked themselves into pop culture and reanimated the genre for generations. They don't just scare, they rewrite the rulebook, spawn endless homages, and turn ordinary viewers into undead superfans. First up, Night of the Living Dead. The Genesis. Without it, zombies would still be punchlines at Halloween parties. Add in Dawn of the Dead, pick your favorite cut, inventing mall as cultural metaphor, and raising the genre's IQ by several IQ points. Shaun of the Dead made horror hilarious, then threw in heartfelt friendship for good measure. Train to Busan proved you can still innovate, packing South Korean trains with heart and horror in equal measure. The Walking Dead became a bona fide institution, for better or worse. And The Last of Us, prestige, mushrooms, and tears. No PlayStation required. If your favorite zombie work isn't paying rent to these giants, it's squatting in zombie legend territory. Level 7 is where undead media becomes immortal. And that's your crash course through zombie history. 7 wild levels, endless chaos, and pop culture immortals. Admit it, you're ranking yourself right now. Would you last past Level 3, or are you screenwriter bait in Level 1? Sound off in the comments, which movie did we criminally snub, and where do you rate the ultimate undead? Stay sharp. The next outbreak might be closer than you think.